Let's do a review of what the cases of Latin nouns do. And to do this, we'll begin by talking about, again, the inflected nature of Latin, like Greek and many other languages. Even modern German has a lot of inflection. And that's different than English. Again, English is largely a positional language. So Michael hits Jacob is a completely different sentence than Jacob hits Michael, even though all three words are exactly the same. It's the position of the words that tells you. In this sentence, it's Michael who is doing the action, and in this sentence, it's Jacob doing the action. In Latin, Michael, in the nominative case, would be Michaelis, and verberat, hit. And Jacobum would be the accusative case. And so these first two sentences, they mean the exact same thing. Michaelis verberat Jacobum, Jacobus verberat Michaelis, they mean the same thing because it's all three of the same words. They're spelled the same. Jacobum. And this is the same sentence too. We can put them in any order we like. But if we change it now, so we put the words in any order we like, they mean the same thing. But if I change it to Jacobus and Michaelum, now this sentence means Jacob hits Michael, because Jacobus is the nominative. So let's review what those cases are again. So the nominative is the subject of the verb. It's the only thing the nominative case does. It tells you it's the subject of the verb. The genitive. All we need to know about the genitive is every time we see it, we're going to translate it with of. The dative is the indirect object, and the accusative is the direct object. So the direct object is the thing that receives the action. So up here, Michaelum, that's our accusative ending. He's receiving the action. Jacob hits Michael. The indirect object, receives the action of the verb, but in an indirect way. And so that's usually with verbs of giving, right? I gave a ball to Jacob. I gave a ball is the direct object. That's what got given. But I gave that ball to Jacob. He's the indirect object. Okay. So that's going to be in the dative in Latin, the indirect object. Or the indirect, or anything in the dative, just try translating it with to or for. And then the ablative, we're just going to translate it with by, with, or from. So we do have these cases in English, right? In our pronouns. I, my, to me, by me. You don't say me go to the store because me is the accusative. I go to the store because I is nominative. You don't say give that ball to I. Why? Because to me is the dative in English, not I. So we have these same cases in English, more or less. Most of our words we don't have to change the endings on most of our words, but for our pronouns we still do. And in older versions of English, as you go back centuries, we had more inflection in our language, but over time it's become more positional. So this is what you need to know about these cases for now. And actually this is going to get you quite a long way. So I would make a flashcard of this and I would memorize, again, what the nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative, what do they do? And then also memorize these little hints, these little cheats for how to translate them.